that he will.
Ilhan Omar, after his assassination, called Charlie Kirk a reprehensible human being. Should she be stripped of her community assignments?
I would say, I think she's a disgraceful person. You know, I think she's a disgraceful person, a loser.
I'm tired of your performative BS that is putting lives in danger. You can take your Sharia-loving, anti-American self back to Somalia.
And we're back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, my people. You know that it helps us out a ton. And of course, it helps you because it helps us keep bringing you these stories every day. Now, y'all, we should have known. Your girl, Ilhan Omar, was going to take her foot, turn it around, flip it up, and put it firmly in her mouth. And I did a story a few days ago, y'all, on Ilhan Omar's reaction to Charlie Kirk's assassination. And within that story, and I'm about to play those clips for you because for some reason YouTube didn't push that video out. It was a really good video, but don't worry, you're gonna see it today. In that video, you see that she shows some empathy, but then she also turns right around and says some very unempathetic and pretty harsh things right away. But it looks like some of the things she said, or let's say a post that she reshared on X, which I didn't cover and I didn't even know about at the time I made that video. It looks like this is rising up to the levels that people are going absolutely ballistic on Ilhan Omar. You're going to see Nancy Mace. Donald Trump talked about it. There are efforts now to strip her of all her committee assignments in the House of Representatives. I wouldn't be surprised if people say, yo, how can we get her to go back to Somalia? In fact, people are even mentioning that. But that's pretty much every day when it comes to Ilhan Omar. So in this video, y'all, first, I want to show you the comments that she made. You're seeing her here. She's making comments. Some of them are very respectful, and then some of them are not respectful. We're going to show you that first. Then I'm going to show you a video that was posted on X. We're just going to take a brief look at a part of it, okay? And she reposted this, and this seems to be what really got people very upset. So y'all, without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop right into it. But before we do, y'all, make sure you take care of your money. I'm not gonna make this a long one, y'all. Go to Paralegold, PARALEGOLD.com, or call 844-651-8334, 844-651-8334. If you have $50,000 to $100,000 or more in your retirement, protected from inflation, protected from monetary debasement. You're about to retire. Make sure your money's still there and it's still worth something by investing at least some of it in gold. Talk to our partners at Augusta Precious Metals. Go click the link now, get the free information, and protect your precious retirement.
The killing of Charlie Kirk, the conservative activist, provocateur, killed in Utah yesterday. What was your reaction when you heard that news yesterday?
It was really mortifying to hear the news, to see the video. You know, all I could think about was his wife, his children. That image is going to live forever. You know, my husband has known the daughters of Malcolm, and they have talked to him about, you know, what being in person for their dad's execution meant to them, and
Malcolm X back in the 60s.
Malcolm X, yes. What that trauma has meant for them, and you know, decades later, they still carry that trauma, and so my heart does break for those babies.
All right, now look at this clip. Now the subject had changed a little bit from the first clip, and Omar's not talking directly about Charlie Kirk here. She's talking about Donald Trump and MAGA as a whole here. So I guess she's including Charlie Kirk in this comment, but she's not just talking about him by himself.
What I do know for sure is that, you know, Charlie was someone who once said, you know, guns save lives, after a school shooting. Charlie was someone who was willing to debate and downplay the death of George Floyd in the hands of Minneapolis
I
police.
think he called him a scumbag.
Right, have no regard, downplay slavery and what Black people have gone through in this country by saying Juneteenth should never exist. And I think, you know, there are a lot of people who are out there talking about him just wanting to have a civil debate.
Complete rewriting of history.
Yeah, there is nothing more effed up, you know, like than to completely pretend that, you know, his words and actions have not been recorded and in existence for the last decade or so. And you know, you have people like Nancy Mace who constantly harass, you know, people that she finds inferior and wants them not to exist in this country or ever. And you know, you have people like Trump who has incited violence against people like me. And so, you know, these people are full of shit, and it's important for us to call them out while we feel anger and sadness and have, you know, empathy, which Charlie said, no, it shouldn't exist because that's a newly created word or something. Like, I have empathy for his kids and his wife and what they're going through, because I do not want
no one should go through that, and we hold ourselves, I hope, to higher standards.
So both of those clips were included in my video that I made about Ilhan Omar's reaction. But this clip was not included, and this looks like where things really went downhill. I'm just going to play you a little bit of it. If you want to find it and watch the whole thing, you can. You're probably going to be triggered and get your nerves all riled up just by watching this little bit, so you probably don't need to see a lot more than this.
After his death, far-right extremists are clogging social media, practically begging to use his death as an excuse to enact massive retributory violence against Democrats or liberals or leftists. They are looking for any excuse to justify their desire to kill their opposition. As of writing this,
now, Ilhan Omar shared that clip out, or she reposted it, I should say, on her X. And I think that's what really got people riled up. So now she's in a whole world of trouble. First, I'm going to show you Donald Trump's comments about her. Then I'm going to show you Nancy Mace's comments and the effort to have her stripped of all her committee assignments.
Ilhan Omar, after his assassination, called Charlie Kirk a reprehensible human being. Should she be stripped of her committee assignments?
I would say, I think she's a disgraceful person. You know, I think she's a disgraceful person, a loser. It's amazing the way people vote. I know it's people from her area, maybe of the world. I don't know. They got here and they vote her in. It's hard to believe, but I think she's a disgusting person.
And one more question, if I could. So
there's the president calling her a disgusting loser. Okay, this is the president of the United States, the most powerful country in the world. This is probably the most powerful that the United States has ever been, as the most powerful country in the entire world. And you have the leader of that country calling you a disgusting loser. Okay, so not a good day to be Ilhan Omar. Now Nancy Mace is also going to follow that up with her own comments, and a resolution also is introduced to have Ilhan Omar basically reduced to nothing more than a voting member on the House with absolutely no responsibility at all.
Here I am standing outside of the anti-American Ilhan Omar's office. Tomorrow we will file a privileged motion to censure her and to strip her of her committee assignments. She is inciting violence against conservatives in the wake of Charlie Kirk's political assassination. She is dehumanizing conservatives all across the country, calling Charlie Kirk a terrorist. We have been villainized and dehumanized far too long. The Democrats set the standard for stripping people of their committee assignments. I'm not going to be silent on this, because enough is enough. I'm tired of your performative BS that is putting lives in danger. You can take your Sharia-loving, anti-American self back to Somalia.
Y'all know she's probably the most controversial person in Congress, with the exception of Jasmine Crockett. And I thought she had maybe dodged the worst of it, but I was wrong. Now, y'all, I'm going to just show you this clip. This is off the topic of Omar, but I think that this goes along with the desire people have to see like justice, or people just want something. They want something to happen. And I'm thankful that it's not violence, but they don't want people to say anything. And listen, I've made my opinion clear. I think you should talk about the good and the bad of a person, but when they just died, give people mourning that person some time and some space to mourn. Have the conversation, but just at the right time. It's something I always say. It's not just what you say, it's how you say it, it's when you say it. There's a lot more than just, oh, well, this is if you feel like that's your opinion, you want to express it. Hey, express your opinion, but know when. This is not the time. You don't express those controversial opinions in public provocatively when people are mourning. It's just nobody does that. You don't go to somebody's wake or funeral or in their obituary or eulogy and start, you have your opinion and you wait for the right time to express it. So anyway, people who are seeing these controversial comments, they want justice. And I think that this clip is going to be an example of that. I think this is out of Florida. Let's take a look.
I will say this. You are disgraceful. You really are. What you have done cannot be forgiven. I don't forgive you. I wish you nothing but the best of luck for the rest of your life, because your days are numbered. Your days are numbered.
The way you're sitting, you're rolling your eyes, it's disgraceful, man. You have brought a horrible name to this community that all of these people up here and behind me have worked years to tirelessly build. It's shameful.
We asked you to step down. Right here, I have a recall petition. If you're really going to make the whole village go through this, it's going to be done. We have 40% of this village that's going to do it. Walk away with respect. Do what's right.
To mock somebody who's a husband and a father, they got shot in front of their family and killed, it's embarrassing. Oh, you're being judged here, but you have another chance. I hope you find God and your final judgment day is better than today.
So yeah, y'all, I expect real fallout for Ilhan Omar over this, and she didn't have to step in. She didn't have to do this. This is what I don't get. This is the land of the free, the home of the brave, freedom of expression, but you still, as an adult, as a professional, you should still exercise the maturity to know, okay, yes, I feel this way, I think this way, I want to express myself, but I'm gonna do it at the right time, right? I just don't get why people felt like this was the time that they had to come out with these comments. I just don't get it. It's not like don't say it. It's just say it at the right time, and this is not the right time. So anyway, y'all, that's my opinion. I think Ilhan Omar is going to face some dire consequences because of this. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below. Before you do, y'all, please stop. Hit the share button. Share this video out over email, text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all of your favorite social mediums. And if you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. Y'all go down, touch that first link down in the description. It's for Paralegold, PARALEGOLD.com. Gold's been on a tear. People who have been investing in gold have been seeing all kinds of gains. Don't you want your retirement to go up instead of down? Do yourself a favor, y'all. Talk to my people at Augusta Precious Metals at 844-651-8334. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all, and we'll see you back in the next one.